Charlemagne, say the gang, dunk it under Charlemagne.
You are a donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate. I might not have the song of the day, but I got the Donkey of the Day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the heat.
Yeah, it's the Breakfast Club, bitches. Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well, here we go again. Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, September 20th. Make sure I ain't got no boogers. Okay. Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, September 20th goes to Officer Tyler Turnbough and Betty Shelby of the Tulsa Police Department. Now, if you haven't seen the video footage released yesterday, it shows Tulsa police shooting an unarmed black man, of course, to death, okay, on Friday night after he approached his SUV with his arms raised. R.I.P. to Terrence Crutchen. I hope I'm pronouncing that brother's name. 40-year-old father of four. I know you're wondering, well, what happened? Was there a crime committed? Did he get pulled over? Did he have a weapon? Of course not. Officers were responding to a couple of 911 calls of a car being stalled on the side of the road. That car was Terrence's. His vehicle had been reported abandoned at 7:36 p.m. and left running in the middle of the road. Terrence simply needed help. That's what police officers are supposed to do, serve. They are public servants here to serve the needs of the public. So why, oh why, did Betty Shelby and Officer Tyler Turnbough approach this situation as if it was a dangerous crime scene? For several seconds, you can see on the video an officer following Terrence from behind with a gun aimed at him. Then more officers converge on the scene as Crutchen lowers his hand and approaches his SUV, and then he suddenly drops to the street. Why? Because he was tased and then shot for nothing. All right, you're not going to tell me we live in a country where a man can plant 10 bombs in New York and New Jersey, have a shootout with police, and still get taken into custody alive, okay? That a man on the side of the road, because his car stalled, approaching his SUV with his arms raised, gets shot and killed. That makes absolutely no sense. I hate the fact he had his arms up because he wasn't committing a crime. But when you're a black man in America, this is the type of precautions we have to take when approached by the police. And we still get killed for it. Can we play some of the video footage released on Monday, please?
This guy's still walking and following commands.
Not for taser, I think.
Got a feeling that's about to happen.
That looks like a bad dude, too, to be honest with you.
I think he may have just been tasered.
Shots fired!
Ooh.
321, we have shots fired. We have one suspect down. We need IMSA here.
All right. Tyler Turnbough tased him, and Betty Shelby shot and killed him. Betty said he wasn't cooperating. Actually, you police officers were the ones not cooperating because the man's car was stalled on the side of the road. He needed help. He needed y'all to cooperate with him and serve the way your motto claims it does. Okay, he looks like a bad dude. Why? Because he was big and black? I don't see anything else about this situation that would make officers think he was a bad dude. Okay, this is the epitome of profiling, the epitome of prejudice, prejudging someone based off all these false narratives of blackness you have in your mind. Don't talk to me about Colin Kaepernick kneeling anymore, okay? This is exactly why I would rather have someone stand for people than stand for a flag. I don't care about people not standing for the flag. I care about other fellow Americans being unjustly killed by the police. I want to be specific and say black Americans, but when you put that word black in the sentence, some people don't hear us. They just don't, okay? Same when they see blackness, they don't see another human being. They don't see a father, a husband, a brother, uncle. All they see is a big bad dude. Okay, like I've been saying, and I will continue to repeat, if all you people in positions of power who have voices, who are upset and speaking out about people not standing for the flag, if you are as outraged over police killing unarmed Americans as you are over people not standing for the flag, we would have a much better state of affairs in this country. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fanatic. As a Dallas Cowboy fanatic, I'm numb to losing. Losing does nothing to me anymore. Winning is the only thing that surprises me about my Cowboys nowadays. And that's exactly how I feel about unarmed black people getting killed at the hands of the police. Because this woman, Betty Shelby, has been placed on paid administrative leave. She probably won't be charged. The family is going to get a settlement. Terrence will still be dead. And we'll be back here in a couple weeks talking about the latest police shooting of an unarmed black man in America that was captured on video. I can guarantee it. And if you watch this video of Terrence Crutchen getting shot and killed by police for absolutely no reason, no weapons, no gun in the car, literally on the side of the road. Hands up in the air, literally on the side of the road with his stalled car, and gets treated like a violent criminal. If you watch this video of this man dying on the ground, but you are more outraged over watching videos of people not standing for the flag, then you are absolutely part of the problem. And you just don't get it. Nor do you believe in equality and justice like you claim. Please give officers Betty Shelby and Tyler Turnbough the biggest hee-haw, please.
This is disgusting, man. I hate talking about this.
Same conversation. I mean, I don't even know what else to say.
I hate having this conversation as well.
It's the same exhausting.
Well, let's see the outrage by our patriotic American citizens.
Exactly. It's the same.
This is disgusting, man.
Same exhausting conversation that we keep having over and over and over. And then when you have people who actually try to bring awareness to the situation, like Colin Kaepernick and other people protesting, by not standing for the flag, they'd rather talk about them not standing for the flag instead of talking about the actual issue.
Well, let's open up the phone lines.
This is the actual issue, ladies and gentlemen.
800-585-1051.
My fellow Americans.
Steve Wilkos was here earlier, and he made some comments about police, untrained police. Let's hear it right fast.
Never had my gun pointed at somebody that didn't even have a weapon. You got to be ready to fight. I think you have shootings because you got people that have no business being a police officer. No experience using force in their own personal life. Like, I'm sure you've been in a fist fight in your life, right? You're willing to defend yourself. You got these guys or women that have never used force in their life, and now the only way they're going to use force is with the gun.
Yeah.
The stands have been lowered that you got people that have no business being a police.
Betty Shelby was absolutely shook. I mean, you think about it. If you got the guy in the helicopter saying he's a big, bad-looking dude,
but she wasn't.
Imagine how she felt on the ground.
She wasn't by herself,
and she's
though.
A woman. I'm with you.
She had 5 other officers with her.
I'm with you, bro.
And, and that gun makes people feel like they have a lot of power. Mm-hmm. And I fell victim to that when I was in Virginia and I was able to get a licensed gun, and you had that gun in your car, and if you got into a problem, it made you feel bigger than what you were. Let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Should cops be required to have combat training?
Combat training?
Combat training. They got to know how to fight. They see an incident with an officer, not just pull out a gun and shoot. Combat training, being able to fight and put somebody down. Mm-hmm. Could it be that they're too scared?
Instead of always using a weapon?
Or too soft? So the first thing that they do is grab their weapon?
What's so crazy?
I agree, though, with somebody has their hands up in the air and no weapon. I don't understand why you are even have your weapon out.
I'm not going to lie. I'll take 100 Rodney Kings before I take, one
bunch of shootings
situation like this. All right. I'd rather be talking to a brother about getting beat up by 10 cops than hashtagging a brother's name because he got shot and killed. As crazy as that may sound.
585-1051. Should cops be required to have combat training? Could it be that a lot of the police officers are too scared or just too soft and use their weapon as the first defense? 800-585-1051. If you have kids out there, too, just a side note, your kids should have combat training, whether it's karate, whether it's boxing, whether it's some type of way so they know how to protect themselves.
But what if we got to protect ourselves from the police?
We should have some kind of combat training.
How do we protect ourselves from the police? That's what I want.
I ain't got all the answers, Charlamagne.
I ain't got none.
Me neither.
I'm gonna be honest. I have zero, zilch, nada. I don't know what to do at this point.
But this is getting disturbing, though.
Okay, I was thinking last night when I was driving at 11 o'clock at night. I was like, you know what? I think I might just start taking a car service everywhere. But I can't afford it.
But you can't afford it. But I was telling you yesterday, leaving the club last night, I'm more concerned with the police than the Jack Boys.
I don't even want to drive. You know why? Because you can defend yourself against the Jack Boys.
Mm-hmm.
How do you defend yourself against the police?
You can't.
You can't.
800-585-1051.
I mean, you can, but you're going to get killed or go to jail forever.
Call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.